Hi guys, so we're going to tie a little roach pattern. Now this is one of the new RX hooks, so it's an RX P320 Predator Stinger and a 440. Seems a nice, sharp, strong hook. So here's my gel spun. Take it down to about the point there. And super glue that just for a bit of strength. So I'm going to take a little bit of, this is a holographic silver dubbing, but whatever you've got, and I'm going to create just a ball at the back there. Put a bit of super glue into it. Now this is sort of just to help flare the dressing. So I'm going to take our white bucktail, take a little nip out of that, and you can either put this on forwards folded back or back and folded forward, so that the ball of dubbing here will help if you want to do it this way around. So put the butts of it pointing towards the front, let it splay around the hook, and then as you wind that down and back up to that little ball that you made, it will all splay out. Now, the purpose of this is to flare and support our flash materials, etc. Give them volume without needing to use a huge pile of bulk. So here I have a mixture of like a pearl and a holographic silver lurex, and I'm just pulling the fibres out past each other so that it's not just a straight block end. I'll let that bunch envelop the hook, a loose wrap on, and then start to tighten in on it. And as you can see, the deer hair acts like a little bit of an umbrella sort of, and just throws the material up and out. So that'll give us our sort of bait fish type profile. So I'm going to travel along the hook a little bit now. I'm going to use a bit more of our silvery dubbing. Create another bit of a ball. And if you want, you can repeat the process. So, a little bit of bucktail, let it splay around, tighten it up. And this time I'm going to use it to support a little bit of Icelandic sheep. So I have a bunch of white sheep hair here, and I'll just pull out the shortest stuff. I'm going to measure it up for length, trim that off, and then I'm going to tie this in pointing backwards. Now, don't be too worried about these butt ends here. They will also help to give you that little bit of volume. So this is all pointing forwards, and then we will comb it back. Let's position a few turns in front of it. glue the tie-in points of it there, and you can then choose how flared or otherwise it is by how much you let it set. You can also squeeze it there. You will get super glue all over your fingers, but that'll give you like a flat profile. So next I'm going to put on a little bit of like a grey, silvery grey Predator fibre Connect-On. So I'll take a bunch of that. This is about 4 inches or so, and then I'll just pull the fibres out. I keep realigning, well, not realigning them, misaligning them, so that again we don't have the block ends. And then I'm going to let that splay around the hook shank. Tighten that down. I'm going to glue this central tie-in. So a little bit of the glue will actually have wicked forward into here. And I will fold that all back as it dries. So again, super glue those tie-in points. Now I'm going to take a little bit of mirage. So I quite like the sort of peacock mirage. It's like a grey sort of scale effect. So if I take a few strands of that, double it over and cut the centre of it, and then again pull one bunch slightly past the other by maybe an inch or so, tie that in across its middle on my side. I can then fold that over to the other side, and I think that gives a nice scale flash sort of effect in a pike flight. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of red craft fur, and I'm going to use that to be our fins. So I take a bunch, quite thin bunch, tie it in on my side and just fold it back, and then we'll take another one for the other side. That'll give us like a red cheek, which will simulate the fins of a roach. And for the head, up yourself there, you can use craft fur again if you want, or what we'll do here is we'll take some more of our Connect-On dubbing, but this time, or Connect-On fibre, but this time I'm using a slightly darker grey. So I have a bunch again, about 10 centimeters or so, and I'm just misaligning it. I'm going to set that on top and tie it in. So this time I'm not letting it splay around because I'm looking a two-tone effect or a two-coloured effect. So I'm going to take then a little bit of white, same idea, shortish bunch, tie it in at its middle, and then we'll super glue that tie in, and then fold those bunches back but keep them grey on top and white underneath. And finish that off. So then we just pull them down and glue. Finish that off. So next we need to put eyes on. So I'm going to put those on with some 5-minute epoxy. So I have a 2-part epoxy. I like to mix it up on Post-it pads with cocktail sticks. And what we're going to go for here is a sort of red and yellow eye. So I'll just mix the 2 parts of the epoxy together here. And then put a blob on. And we'll slide the eye the rear edge of it into that. Just hold it down. And then I'll spin the fly over and do the same on this side. Just create a blob. The cocktail stick helps to dig it into the materials. Again, just digging the back edge of the eye into the blob. And then I'll let the epoxy run between the 2 edges at the top there, and again I'll just fill this gap at the bottom. Get it behind the eye of the hook and let a little bit of it catch the edge of the eye of the fly. Now I just sort of rotate that until it starts to go off, and I use a cocktail stick I can use then just to reposition the eye while that epoxy is setting. As I said, it's 5-minute epoxy, but it starts to go off a little bit sooner than that, and once it starts to go off and it's still a little bit malleable, what I do is I push them in so as you get a nice flat head to it. But while it's still runny, you have to rotate your fly, otherwise it can settle out and leave blobs or drip or whatever. So I'm just using the rotary function of the base here to ensure that it sort of flows and settles evenly around the head. As you push the eye down, it tends to well up a little bit around the edge of it. And to me, that makes it more securely attached. And when you have your epoxy on the little post-it pad, you can sort of check how it's going off on it without manipulating the fly too much. So as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit tacky there. It's forming like a film, so the eye is about to go off. Yep, hardening now. So that just means that you have your last attempt to make sure it's sitting where you want it to sit, and that it's pushed in nice and flat and level, and that's it off now. So that is a little roach pattern. I suppose it's what, 6 inches long or so, and tied on a new RX PR 320. As usual, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook as well if you want. And until next time, tight lines, and thanks for watching.